Hey,
Hello.
what it do?
What it did.
We're back.
We're back.
It's again.
We're back in the wood twice in a row.
Hello,
What-
hello, hello.
What has gripped all of our minds? How's everybody feeling?
Pretty
Woodsy?
scared.
Anxious?
Anxious
Hello?
to reunite with Schmoops?
I need my little scrumptious schmoopsy pets.
My little bundle of joy.
I need to give her pats and rubs.
Does anybody want to give a little recap of what happened last week? What they remember? What they feel or felt?
Let's see.
I feel another in my wood.
Another nether?
A second nether.
No, that's twice the nether. Cannot fit any more nethers.
Oh,
You
gotta
better
make
make
it fit, baby.
space, baby. The last time we found ourselves, you guys were at the entrance of the Companion Coliseum, and having met a young lady named Lizzie, who was the caretaker of this place, she mentioned that there was a small tournament that they have to do, or a fight that happens, for which that they get their notches, earn their notches, and keep the place safe for some time. There you went over to meet Schmoopsy after realizing that the two lost pets had somewhat of a life here at this Companion Coliseum, tending to some of the other animals and really cementing their place. You found that Schmoopsy had a relationship of sorts with the gladiator bulldog named Brutus. And after a stern talking to, she got a collar of common tongue and was sent on your way to go reunite with Tom. Tom, who had his own wacky adventure, met the band of misfits, a small band of displaced pets who wanted to seek a different life, one the former pet of the caretaker. And after some strong negotiation,
Aggressive negotiations.
aggressive, the peanut punch. Oh, I had to pause it. Threw me off.
To you, sir.
Trivia. If you don't know what peanut punch is, go out and find yourself some of it. It might sound weird, and it's not refrigerated right now, but trust me, it's good.
This one was.
What do you mean right now?
Yes, right now it's not refrigerated.
When you go to the store, it is not refrigerated.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. Well, it's like most things in juice boxes; they're not refrigerated. It's in the international. It's in the Caribbean. If you're from these parts of town, anyway.
To peruse. Anyway, after some aggressive negotiations, he got a ride down back to the Coliseum, and on the way, a sudden surprise, nether iceberg attached to a lily pad. Someone like their ship seemed to jut abruptly into the way of the ship. And this is where we'll find ourselves today. Tom, with the merry band, all rushing about, Chappie fixing his coat, giving orders. Oh, Dusty, a little late on the call. Zaza, do something before we crash. Everyone, prepare. And he looks at you and he goes, do what you will, but we do not want to deal with that. And their ship itself being, if you remember last time, I described it as a hobbled together ship kind of floating on these giant lily pads.
Lily pads, yes.
Yeah, and it was kind of interwoven with this weird magical wood.
And this other ship, sorry, I missed some of that. This other ship looks like a giant icicle or like ice.
Yes,
iceberg?
It looks like a big iceberg kind of like embedded into a lily pad, kind of drifting down towards the ship, getting close. And
what
Mason?
What is this thing?
I've not seen one quite like this, but anything on a lily pad. You should not want to stay far. We, for one, will not. And he,
We are on a lily pad.
yes, we earned this pad. And he goes, Zaza. And she goes, yeah, yes, Captain. Who? And goes up to perch. You see the big budgie that was unseen before, and rolls up her map, goes on a railing of the ship, and shoots a bullet from her long rifle. And it goes out, hits the iceberg, and a big kind of fluffy, kind of like a dandelion, like before it, like when it's seeding,
Mhm.
kind of like puffs up, and the ship hits it, and it bounces off. The dandelions burst, and the ship kind of stops. Um, and they get their oars out and push, and the ship kind of steadies itself. And you look at the oars, and they're kind of ingrained with this weird sigils that you've never really seen before,
Mm.
and they're able to kind of stay in front of it. And you see Henry, the big elephant that was the chef, um, go and man one of the oars, and Slick get the other one, the snake with legs and arms with the nice belt around, kind of man the other oar. And Chappie stands up, the wind billows on his cape, and he goes, we shall not be staying around for this monstrosity.
Mhm.
If you wish to reunite with your schmoopsy, and he like looks at you and turns, he goes, you will have to disembark and travel along the coastline.
You won't take me where you told me you'd take me.
This is far enough. It is
Then you
close.
realize that our deal is off, and I am under no obligation to help you.
No, you are not. But if we stick around, I fear what may come out of that iceberg, or what's in it.
Well,
And
then-
his men start to row, and the ship moves forward a little bit. He says, I brought you far enough. It is a close walk, my friend. He tips his head. Our deal is not quite broken. I am somewhat of my word.
You are honorable, an honorable feline. This I will not doubt. But I am no longer beholden to you. And I will take my leave. But I do thank you for taking me this distance, and for... Well, I thank your friends for a decent fight.
And Henry looks at you, kind of like rubs his shoulder, and Slick, like fresh scar, kind of darts his tongue out. And they roll a little bit. To the edge, my friends. Let this merry man out. He has proven his worth. And one day we shall repay the rest of the debt. And they kind of row over to the side and stop. And he doesn't, you see that he doesn't keep his eyes off the iceberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't wait too long. I'll just be sure to ask him again which direction, like to clock the direction that I'm supposed to travel along the coastline. But I assume it's the same direction we're going in.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, and how like wide is the coastline? Like how like is there the forest and then like 100 feet and beach, or is
It's
the
like
forest
right
right
at
on
the edge of the forest. Yeah.
Okay, right at
They kind of
at the
like
very
a
edge.
crashing river, kind of like cutting like right between.
Understood. Okay, yeah. So I will disembark. I'll jump off. I'll just like silently wave, and I'll head into the trees a little ways. And I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna move kind of slowly, especially while the iceberg is still in sight, because I'm gonna want to keep an eye on it as I move too. So I'll even move stealthily, but keeping in mind that I'm moving through the woods and basically just trying to keep the river and this iceberg in sight as long as it's like within my area, you know.
And as you're like leaving, and they're kind of going away, he'll jump at the back of the boat and stand on the railing and go, my friend, Just if you have something dear of your schmoopsy, hold it close and think hard, and you will find the way. And he kind of salutes to you. And the ship, every row, they kind of gain momentum and go back up and kind of sail off. Give me a stealth, and then give me a survival, and at advantage if you have something of schmoopsy.
I don't know that I have something of schmoopsies with me, because she also has like my pack. Like she has like the majority of my like stuff on the saddle, generally. So I don't know that I have anything of hers except for like my armor and my weapons, which since we've been so close and have been training together forever, I would think that even that has a, somewhat of a attachment to her. And I'm just thinking about her, and that's pretty much all I'm determined for. So let's give you that stealth first. Just roll here because once again, I don't know where my dice are. So the stealth is a 12. And survival at advantage. 2 of these. Roll. And it's a 9. No, sorry, a 9 for the survival.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say as you kind of dart back into the forest to kind of stay clear of the iceberg, whatever he's talking about, just to be out of sight, just in case. You hear a loud crack, and as you're going through, you'll see like a piece of wood is jutting out of the iceberg, just like coming straight through where the crack came, and you see some like faint writing going along the side, but you can't see if anything what caused the crack.
I'm so confused. The iceberg cracked and a piece of wood came out.
Yeah, it's like jutting out from where the crack is. And
There's something wooden inside.
piercing through like a large
I see.
like
Okay.
with some writing, and you go a little bit too far into the forest, and we'll cut back to the rest of the group with that. What was it, a 9 for survival?
Yeah, and a 12 for stealth.
Beautiful.
That's the last time I roll on D&D Beyond tonight, sir.
You put the risk right there.
Jail.
Those fucking fuzzy dice betrayed me.
As they do, and as they should. We'll cut back to the rest of the group who is just leaving the Colosseum, having just said goodbye to Lizzie, who is hard at work with the new blades, mantis blades that they gave away. You guys find yourself with Smoopsy following this odd trail weaving through the forest just outside the Colosseum. She's confidently striding, take a sniff, and go. And I'll give everyone the floor to talk amongst themselves as they go. And you hear Smoopsy just go, "Oh, I can't wait to reunite. He must be so lost."
Does Tom smell really that strong that you can smell him from here?
We have a connection. It's different. I've learned a trick or two staying here. Fighting.
Really takes a sniff. Nope, nothing.
I have like a hella bad deviated septum. I try and sniff. You guys hear like.
All right, we're here for an ASMR stream tonight.
Can I do a perception check to, I guess, like take the perimeter every so often, kind of just like look behind us, look ahead, look to the side, looking for any potential threats.
You don't see any potential threats. You do see just some game trails that go off, but nothing particularly crazy around.
I'll keep actively watching. I know I forget who it was. They said the fight's gonna happen tomorrow, but if I've learned anything in these woods is that nothing's for certain. So let's just keep our eyes peeled for any mist coming our way.
Mm.
Also mushrooms. I want to make a tea.
Oh, mist and mushrooms.
Mist. The only time we see a great mist is before one of the fights in the
Exactly my
Colosseum.
thinking. If there's one coming early, I want to be aware of it.
Early. Well, usually there's these caterpillars that gather outside, and usually the more there are, the mistier it gets, and that's usually a tell.
Caterpillars.
Are the mists coming from the caterpillars?
I couldn't quite say. We don't go on that side. We
That
just know
side
that
of what?
the Colosseum.
There's a whole side of the Colosseum you don't go to?
Well, on the other side of the gate, well, past our cemetery where we lay our fallen, that's where it usually comes from.
Right. You don't want to like investigate once the mist's gone. See what's just hanging out there.
Anyone who's gone doesn't come back, it seems.
Oh, see, now I'd be interested in going and see that.
You're braver than I, Orly. Even though Tom and I have gone rode into many a battle.
Oh no, I'm just curious.
If I look back in my mind's eye, do I remember seeing caterpillars anywhere? Maybe at the moment it didn't like register. But if I think of when we were running from the mist,
You've never seen any caterpillars.
okay.
In your life.
Yeah.
What
It's in the regular
darnation
can.
is a caterpillar?
If I just see one caterpillar, my life would be complete.
Right, Smoopsy, I believe
All
you.
right. I
Schmoopsy.
guess let's just continue going.
Yeah.
Would you explore it if Tom was here?
Well, of course. We could conquer anything.
Hmm.
And she goes, oh, hold on.
Just another reason to go find Tom.
And she kind of picks up her pace and goes, I think I smell him. I think I found him. Burns, do you have Schmoopsy's see, I think I have it.
I do. It's just a warg. She's a warg. If I go to my extras, Schmoopsy, here she is. What do you need to know, sir?
I want like a perception or like a keen senses kind of roll, but you could add your proficiency.
She gets +2, and for smell, she gets advantage.
Beautiful. And add your proficiency into it.
Okay, so my proficiency is 3. So instead of a +2, she'll get a +5. And she'll have advantage on the roll. Do you want me to roll? Or do you want to roll?
You go ahead.
All right. So that is an 18.
Oh, beautiful. She starts running in one direction and really picks up speed and then stops and then turns another way and kind of tramples through some brush. And you guys have to kind of keep a brush space to keep up with her. She's like galloping and be like, I almost picked the wrong place, but I know he's close. And she kind of goes through a brush and you guys
Wait up.
go ahead.
No, I'm just running slow. He's just chugging along, trying to keep up.
Hurry up, Orly.
Come on,
I'm
Move those
trying.
things.
put some pep in your
Give
step.
me a survival as you try and keep up.
Okay. Oh boy. That's
Maybe
a
maybe he
10.
needs some help. You know? Maybe he needs some help. Does he want some help?
I got a 10.
You're gonna like run behind him, push.
No, Orly! Orly! Just screaming as he gets further and further behind. That's how I help.
You do lose sight of them, but their trail is visible, so you're able to kind of like
Damn.
keep pace.
I'm coming.
Is Orly the slowest or something?
No, I'm just
Apparently.
feeling like he's a slow dude.
Taking it easy.
No, he's got his
No.
big armor and everything.
That's true.
And you guys bump into Tom, who's kind of like stuck in like a bramble, like some
Classic
thick kind
thing.
of like sticky vines.
Unhand me, Mother Nature, unhand me!
And she stops. And
I
she
must
looks in
find
front of him,
Schmoopsy!
and she just stops in front of Tom and just puts her paw over her face, like bends down, and we're like, "Oh, guys, I think we found him." And you
Bends
look-
down. What do you mean bends down?
She kind of like lies down for a little bit, to, like,
Okay.
cover her face, And she goes, "Guys, I think I found him." And your turn, so you can't see who's making this voice, but you do hear that.
Oh. Interesting. Well, what? Who are you? Is this your
guys-
trap?
And Pip and Ulysses, you
Tom.
bust through the brush and you see Smoopsy lying down, kind of shaking her head, and you see Tom stuck in this like sticky kind of like vine.
Tom, what the hell?
You'd attack a man from behind?
This is where
You
you've been this
ruffians?
whole
What?
time.
What? Ha!
What are you? It's us.
Ulysses! And the other companions!
You're really
Orly,
gonna talk,
Orly, yes.
gonna
Go
talk
on, I
about
remember
Smoothie
you,
like
Orly.
that? Come on.
Orly is
Where's-
not there yet.
Where's the lizard?
What lizard?
Shit.
The small one. He was always disappearing.
Yeah. Are you stuck in there? You need some help?
I'm not stuck. Help from the likes of you, I would never even. Yes, please, I do need some help.
All right, hold still. I'm gonna shoot the branches around you.
Wait, no! Can I just like light it on fire with my flail?
You could try.
You
Yeah.
burn at the same time.
Yeah, be careful if it doesn't work.
Fire cannot hurt me, you fools!
Yeah, you light it up.
And just start swinging flaming flail around at my legs. Yeah.
It lights it, and you
Mhm, mhm.
take whatever fire damage that your flail
It's a
deals out.
D6.
And it kind of like
2.
recoils off of you, but leaves like this sticky substance left on you, almost like
This
the
sap.
but more tar-like here.
Nice.
Is it the same kind of sap?
It seems very similar, but it's darker.
It's sappy.
You'll need a bath.
Not to worry.
Don't touch anyone.
What?
You're gonna get your sap on us.
Yes.
I think there's water around here somewhere. Where did you all come from?
What's
How did you
that?
find me? What?
Oh,
Orly.
Orly pops up.
Finally.
you look a little.
There you are, Orly.
Worse for wear there, Tom.
I seem to be covered in a sort of sap. Disgusting, sticky
You
thing.
want me to try and burn it off you or something?
Oh no, I've
You can't
already.
be hurt by fire. Right?
Well,
You heard
that's true, but I think
I can go.
no, that's
Oh,
fine for
alright.
now. Thank you.
Tom needs water.
Yes. In fact, the
regular
opposite of
water.
fire, sir.
I don't got that. Sorry.
Isn't this that stuff that you can't just wipe off and wash off?
I'll try rolling it on the ground, maybe.
Wait,
Maybe you can rub it
Shmoo-
out.
is that
And-
you?
Schmoopsy gets up.
Shmoo-
My
Schmoopsy.
Tom. And she like runs to you and hugs you, like jumps up, gives you big old bear hug.
Oh, my
She's
Schmoopsy, my
grown a little bit.
Schmoopsy
And,
girl.
like,
Which for
Sap
not
gets
touching
on
anyone.
Schmoopsy too.
Now they both need a bath.
Look at you.
Take one together.
You're incredible.
Look what the world has done to you, poor Tom. Be strong, Castellan. And she like goes down. Mm.
But of course. How have you gained this voice, Schmoopsy?
And she picks up a paw and darts at her collar.
Ah,
My love, Brutus, let me borrow it for the time.
your love. Could it be so?
Yes,
You have found someone worthy.
he's a capable warrior. Yes. And we've fought many times, and there's a big fight tomorrow that we need to do.
Say no more.
I knew I
This-
could count on you.
This fight will be won. And it will be won quickly now that we have arrived. Yes, friends. Ulysses, Orly, and you, dirt creature.
Schmoopsy stands up proud next to Tom.
We kind of need to get back there first.
Yes, Schmoopsy. I know you can lead us out of this cursed wood. Or further in, wherever it is. Now, let us see to your love.
Not
Wait, before that,
Hmm?
where's
Is that
that water
water
you
close by?
spoke of?
Yeah.
The water?
Yes,
The
you
river.
need to wash before we return to the Colosseum. You will infect everyone.
The river.
Oh, yes, we
Um,
must keep them safe. Good idea.
the river was, which way? Where was I going? I believe it was that way, in fact. The river.
Schmoopsy.
Well, if Tom believes so, then I trust him.
Well, you see, the thing is, I did kind of get a little turned around, my Schmoopsy. As you know, me in directions I've never been my strong suit. I'm more into hacking and slashing and stabbing and smashing, and also healing sometimes, but very rarely. Let's be real. Now, can you
However,
be
did you get so far?
so far away?
Away from everyone else.
I don't really remember, you know. It was quite a thing. We were walking in the wood, a different wood, and then I was somewhere else.
Sounds
And-
familiar.
Quickly, I was beset upon by a gang of misfits, I would say. Yes, misfits. But they tried to take me prisoner, and were clearly outmatched.
As anybody would.
Once I bested them, they let me on their ship for a time and sailed me closer to you. They said they came from this place called a Companion's Wood and had heard of you, Schmoopsy, and your exploits in this arena?
Yes, many have seen what I, Brutus, and the rest have done. And the cheers fill me with joy, and their safety. But come, let us rejoice after, beloved. To water. And she like goes to
Yes.
you, Pep, like nudges you.
Do not touch me. You are covered in sap.
Oh, sorry.
Can I make a
is this
survival?
set?
I'm not quite sure. And you can make a survival, of course.
Does it taste good?
It does not. Like like rancid blackberries.
Ugh. Well, this could probably be fun. With a little bit of yeast and water, this might go a long way, actually, but
17.
Ooh. With the 17, you kind of kneel down, feel the ground, the little like half like squirrel, half like newt comes down from the tree and like goes on your shoulder and kind of like whispers in your ear. Go left, then straight, and then follow your senses. And it kind of
I grab it.
rests on your, goes down, then rests on your other shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
still grab it. I go, you will speak louder. My ears are caked in wax.
Just go straight to your left and like trust your senses.
All right.
I'll let you know. And yeah, you go in the, you are pointed in a direction kind of like where you were walking, but to the left.
Yeah, I prop myself up with my staff, and then I just
Like
start walking
right
in the
around
direction.
the bramble that Tom got caught in. It was only like 10 feet.
It's just over here.
Was I pointing anywhere near the right direction?
Yeah,
No.
you were kind of close. Your love for Schmoopsy is it's so strong that you knew where sort of to go, but it led you astray.
As love does.
And as it does, as you go through, you feel as you're like trampling through this like beautiful like summery area of the forest, like there's big vibrant flowers and like the smell is fresh, like, and you have like a little bit of that heat going through the air. You'll feel like
Fresh
you're
heat.
that fresh heat lines. You feel like an unnatural sweat kind of pour over you when you're going in the right direction. The newt's gonna start to sweat too. And goes like, yeah, this is the right way. And as you get closer to the river, you sweat more until you reach the end and you're back
Good.
to the bank. That Tom
Was
found
I
himself
sweating
before.
before?
You were not, but Pip is. As he's
Oh,
moving
okay.
I've
forward.
always, yes, I was actually feeling a little dry, so this is quite nice.
Him and the newt are both sweating profusely.
That'll keep your pocket damp, that's for sure.
More than just my pocket.
Is the iceberg around?
The iceberg is still there, but it's split completely now. One half
Okay.
is on one side with one lily pad supporting it, and the other half is on the other with another lily pad on it. And you can still see the piece of wood jutting out, like the massive piece of wood with the writing jutting out of this piece of iceberg by your bank as you approach it.
Why we don't want to, gentlemen. We should
What
not.
does that say?
We should not approach this thing.
No, but I want to see what it says.
I've been told it is extremely dangerous, even for the likes of me.
But
I'll go
Orly's
up and
just
see
gone right up
What's
to
it
it.
say? Can I see it from here?
You cannot make it out from where you're standing.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
I'll
Get a
just
little-
go. Can I go quickly to wash this sap
Actually, you know
off?
what? Give me a perception. Give them
Okay.
keen kind of.
Okay. Perception. It's a 21.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, from where you are, like as you get to like the edge of the tree line, right by the bank, you see that the first part on the piece of wood, some of it's a little faded, and the first part says Gaston, and then it's faded out, and then the bottom says Sarasuko jutting out, and it looks like a giant piece of a ship that's stuck into this iceberg that's supported by this lily pad.
I can realize that it's a part of a ship.
Yeah,
Or it
with
just
that
looks like
with
a
that
piece of, like,
21, it
driftwood.
looks like a
Okay.
massive piece that looks like it could be part of a ship.
Kind of looks a bit curved. It says So it's Gaston and Sarasuko might be part of a ship.
Sounds like a legendary hero to me.
Maybe do not touch it.
Sarasuku.
No, I'm pretty far away.
Yeah, how big is it actually?
It's like 50 feet, the iceberg. Up.
Oh,
But it's
that
not
was
like it's
massive.
and it's like 10 feet wide, let's say.
That's it. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
It's like a
It's
needle.
like a wall. It's like a yeah.
The piece on the other side looks a lot bigger.
Okay, so it's like literally like
Yeah.
okay.
Is
So
it?
a quarter of a ship here?
Yeah, a massive piece of a ship. You don't know how big the ship was, but from this piece,
Bah.
it was pretty big.
Well, what about the other iceberg piece?
It's on the other coast.
Yeah,
It's on the
other
opposite
side,
bank.
you can see it's kind of like misty on that side of the bank. But it is jutting there, but it looks like an identical kind of riverbank.
And how wide's the river?
Say like 60 feet or 100 feet, actually, sorry.
I do not like the mist on the other side of the river.
Yeah, wash off quick, please.
Oh yes, that's why we're here. Have this.
Yeah, that's
sights.
I probably would.
Amazing.
As soon as I warn them about the iceberg, I would stop paying attention and go and try and wash off as quickly as possible.
And Schmoopsy follows suit. You guys go down.
Start splashing in the water with Schmoopsy and like rubbing her clean. Oh,
Oh, quite refreshing. Yes, and she splashes you. Oh, how it reminds me with Lord Abanir.
good times with Lord Rose. Yes.
You hear this frolicking happening as you guys stand there and look.
Hurry up! No,
Looking at this.
discussing Lord Abanir. I know how I can get you caught up in an hour-long speech.
Make sure you wash everything off.
Should I just go and see the ship now? We got time, right?
How long does it take me to wash myself and Schmoopsy off?
It's all the problem.
How long do you want it to take?
I'm wary of the iceberg. I trust my, though I don't truly believe that I can't handle whatever comes out of there. I kind of wanted. I don't really want to fight right now. I'm happy to save that for tomorrow, and I just want to spend some quality time with Schmoopsy, but not within imminent danger. So
give me an animal handling.
I can do that. Not well, but I can do it. Maybe I can have some help from Dirt Boy.
No.
Here's some guidance. All right, Tom.
Oh wait, I do have I do still have inspiration. Can I apply that because
No.
I rolled a 9 on the die?
I'll give
Oh,
you
no, I don't.
guidance.
Okay, yeah, give me guidance.
D4.
A D4. Can I also bless myself or something?
He's like,
Give
all
guidance?
this stuff just to wash his dog.
Yeah. Because
I need all the help I can get.
for guidance is a D4.
This
Look,
mud is
Schmoopsy's
cocoa
a big
bananas.
Okay.
Can I grab the squirt or the skute? Like little, yeah, the weird creature there. And I go,
Grab him. He's like,
what do you know of this?
and
What do you know
you
of these
stop
woods?
sweating as soon as you grab him.
So that's 11.
I put it back on my shoulder.
An 11 for animal handling for myself.
I'm gonna say with an 11, you have so much excitement that of being reunited and trying to get this stuff off that the collar actually kind of flies off.
Oh no!
And
Schmoopsy.
starts drifting down towards the iceberg.
Good thing I'm right close by.
Yeah, Orly, you could go and check out
Well,
the ship if you.
I could also just Misty Step and pick it up.
into the river.
I want to see the ship.
Oh. I'm sure there's another one at your at your residence. Yes, Schmoopsy.
Kind of like whimpers. And Pip, as you grab the newt and ask him if he's ever seen this, he goes,
Yeah, like, I never seen no iceberg, man. Like, but those lily pads, I don't fuck with no frogs.
and he kind of tries to like wiggle out
Wait,
your
do
hands.
not struggle or I will crush you.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No,
Why am I sweating when I touch you? Or vice versa? I'm confused.
I was helping you out, man. You wanted to find some water. It takes water to find water.
See. Well, thank
Of
you.
course.
Right, you will remain on my shoulder until we return to the Colosseum.
I'm not sticking
That
around
is
no,
your
no,
punishment.
no lily pads, man.
And give me either an athletics if you're really trying to force him, or animal handling if you're trying to calm him.
If he's trying to force him, it should be a grapple check, no?
The athletics, right? Yeah.
I could do athletics. I could do animal handling too. I think I'm being stern, but I'm not really like I did end up putting him back on my shoulder. So I'll try animal handling. 23.
Oh yeah.
You kind of like, okay, yeah. Okay, I'll help you out. Yeah. I just wanted to get some water anyway, but like, just stay away. Let's not get too close. They're making a lot of noise down there.
And as he says that, Orly goes up to the ship to check it out.
Can I pick up the collar?
Oh yeah, you could. Well, you'd have to. It's like floating down the river. So you'd kind of have to.
I got mage hand.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you could.
All right, scoop it up,
Mage hand coming in so clutch there.
bring it over, pocket it. Now that I'm closer, like, is there anything like else? Can I read the faded writing or?
It's too scratched out
Okay.
for you to notice any other writing. But you actually, yeah. Beyond in there a little bit, you see. I think the last name's Saburo, Gaston Saburo.
Saboyle?
Saburo,
Saburo.
yeah, and Sarasuko, very clear.
Okay.
And then a little bit under, actually, it says Corp. And as you're kind of dusting it off and trying to see different parts, you notice behind is like what looks to be like a slumped out like body with its back kind of stuck in the ice. And there's like a bunch of like there's like 3 little holes in its back.
Guys, there's a person here.
Oh, is it my old pal Indigo Sherlock, my fellow officer who just resubscribed for 3 months?
Sheriff?
Who also perished just now.
And yes, also perished.
Welcome back, Sheriff.
Rest in peace. Orly, why don't you get
he
on
has
out of
3
there?
holes in his back. Was he shot 3 times in line of duty?
Yeah, he was by his old pal. Anyways, get over here, Orly. I think it's dangerous over there.
But someone's unconscious.
Maybe they should leave. Dang it.
Maybe they are already dead.
No, hold on. Let me come check.
I'm gonna poke him with mage hand.
I'll start
Bring
going
him.
over.
Bring him here. I'll wake him, whether he's dead or not.
Scoot, have you ever seen anything like this?
I mean, cast Spare the Dying first, and then Mage Hand.
You cast Spare the Dying, but this body has been long since dead.
Oh,
Um,
well,
or well, you could look at it first, and you see before you want to cast that if you want.
oh, it's evidently like decaying,
It looked fresh, but
but it's
had
been long since dead.
yes. Well, I
Oh, it's
mean,
been in
like
the iceberg.
yeah.
I'm gonna just like try and turn him over with mage. Like I don't know. Actually, no, I
The
can't.
fresh
Mage hand
corpse
can't
of a
lift that
long
much.
dead
Only 5
man.
pounds.
Nothing like it.
Yeah. How far away is he? Like, do I have to get onto the lily pad to turn him?
Yes, you would.
Hold
Do I
on,
know
Orly.
that?
Actually,
Hold
no,
on.
no.
Hold
With
on.
Mage Hand, no, you wouldn't. You could.
No, but mage hand can only lift 5 to 10 pounds. I think.
Oh yeah,
Like
he's
5
heavier,
pounds.
heavier than that.
Yeah. Has anyone told Orly that the lily pads are dangerous? No.
No, no, I wouldn't have said anything.
Fantastic. Orly's walking onto the lily pad.
I mean, we've told you not to go there, but very well.
There's someone
Do
who
I-
could be dead. I need
do I
to
see
make
that?
Sure that he's rested in peace.
You do
Does-
as you're finishing up
What?
cleaning
No!
up Schmoopsy.
Ollie,
You see Orly climbing on.
Ollie, get that young.
I'm just bringing him back to shore. I need to make sure that he's put to rest properly.
This ruffian, this young ruffian, Ulysses.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I just want to drag the body off onto
Yeah.
the shore.
You're able to drag the body, wrestle it up, kind of the iceberg, kind of getting grooves, and wrestle him back to shore. Drag him back to your companions, and you see the newt goes into your furs pip. You start like sweating a little bit.
All right. So I'm gonna start like saying some prayers.
When you look at this body, it starts off kind of humanoid. Then it looks like the body is humanoid, but it looks like it has almost like it has like webbed hands and webbed feet. And then the top you could see kind of like on the face was like kind of like the remnants of like a beak almost. And on its back it looks almost like flayed the skin, and then these holes look like they had something, look like it may have had something in it that came out, like it was just under the skin and kind of like burst open and went outward, and you see like this body was kind of preserved like this.
Okay. Maybe this is Gabriel. The ship. It's called Gabriel. Maybe this is his ship. Or her ship. I haven't really known what gender this is.
Looks like trouble. That's all I know.
Well, everyone deserves to be put to rest properly. I may not know exactly what... Oh no, I don't know what culture they are. I'm just going to have to do a very general funeral rite.
How far
Do
is
it
that
quickly
base?
and let us be on our way before this giant icicle opens and the gates of hell are unleashed.
Oh, it's okay. It's just going to be a quick cremation, that's all.
As he says this, Tom, can you give me a perception as you climb out of the water?
Sure. I'll also just have my flail out. But I will give you a perception, of course. Take advantage. And a +2. So that is... I rolled 2 3s. I get advantage because of my shield, but I rolled 2 3s, so that's a 5. We're having a good time today, boys. We're killing it.
You climb out and you don't notice, but the rest of you could clearly see that none of it has gone off of him none of the sap got off of him as he was cleaning himself.
Here I am, clean as a whistle, gentlemen. Let us be off.
Pipith, I told you we need that special that patch thing. That
What about
bucket patch.
Schmoopsy? It's still on Schmoopsy?
It's still on Schmoopsy as well.
I swear the
Regular
rabbit
water
just
just won't
dumped
cut.
water on me, but all right.
No, he gave us a patch. I don't remember if we used it since he gave it to us, but
Used it once for his ritual. Find out the name. Oh, the find Tom and the name of the wood.
how much of that you got left?
I must be going senile. I cannot seem to remember.
The solution will present itself in time, gentlemen. For now,
It won't. You're gonna get that shit on everyone, all right? You gotta do this now.
I check between my leathers. Do I have any patches on me?
You do have a patch. She gave you 2. And they each have
So I
3
shouldn't have any
charges.
more then, right?
No, 2 before you left. They loaded
oh.
you guys up, and they each have 3 charges.
Oh, very nice.
So let's write that down.
Yes, please.
2
Technically, I
patches.
used 1 charge from one of them.
Mm-hmm.
well, Patches O'Houlihan,
3.
slap it on me.
Well, since there's 2 charges left on one of the patches, I'll give it to Tom to use on himself and on Schmoopsy.
How does this work?
I do not know. Okay, when you say patch, what do you mean? I don't remember
It's a
patches. I
little-
just remember the oil.
It was
Like a
little
nicotine patch.
No, it was a little like a patch you could sew onto your clothes of a bucket, and when you're ready to use it, it'll turn into a pail of water, and it held brew that they prepared for you guys.
The boil.
Boil, sorry, a brew.
I just want you to know, Peter, I got this from your notes. I was reading through your public notes and I saw. bucket
Well, look,
patch
it's not on my
was-
character sheet, okay? So as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist.
I have to send it again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Create 2 buckets. Or I guess
And you create 2 buckets, and as you're going up to Tom, he doesn't notice, but a little weird, almost like frog with a penguin face pops up on Tom's shoulder.
The hell?
I like set down the buckets gently, and then I try and butt it in the face with the butt of my staff.
I assume
Oh.
he's attacking me.
Like looking like
Do you want to try and block it?
Yeah, I want to try and grab it.
So is it an attack roll at this point?
well, I am attacking the frog, but
You know what? Give both.
And just so you know,
Is
my
there, like, a
passive perception
contested
is
attack?
17. So I don't know if I've seen this guy on me. Or
You know
not.
what I'll do? I'll add Tom's. I'll give the creature Tom's AC.
Oh, that's bad.
That's what I'll do.
all right.
Since you're reacting, you're thinking he's hitting you.
hmm
So give me that attack roll.
Because there's no way I would have felt this thing on me.
No,
Aren't you
did
in
not.
like heavy plate?
I am technically, yes. I'm in plate, but I don't. It's not heavy because it's mithril.
Hmm.
But it is still heavy armor technically.
No, I was just thinking like if you have just like large bulky armor, you wouldn't feel it. But
Mhm.
I don't know how this works.
It doesn't. I would definitely not feel it.
This sticky, weird frog climbs up all over you.
14. I know that doesn't hit Tom.
No way.
You go to strike the frog. Tom blocks it.
Fool! There's a thing on your shoulder.
What? I thought this was just a friendly challenge. Where is this thing?
You turn around to say, "Where's this thing?" And you move, and as he turns his back, you see two more of these weird frogs held up
They're
on
like
top.
leeches.
Oh, there's an infestation on you.
Boys, we got trouble. I told you.
I'm just about finished here.
And everybody roll in it.
Dang it.
Oh no.
You're gonna have
Well-
4 more bodies on you.
How many
Holy-
sacred flames would it take to deal with the body?
Can I just misty
How
step
does-
myself
How
out
does
of their
Sacred
their
Flame
grapple?
work?
On your turn, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna misty step.
It's flame-like radiance that descends on a creature that you can see within range.
Yeah, I'll say, and it's just an action.
Yes.
Yeah, I could
Every
say,
6 seconds, I was just kind of like using it to cremate the body.
Yeah, I'll say that, and you're able. I'll say before everything happens, you're able to send the body off, and it turns into ashes and blows off in the wind. You feel a sense of ease, but the frogs do not, and you see they puff up a little bit.
May you rest in peace.
And they let out a big weird croak, like.
Oh, are they angry at me?
You see they fix themselves at you. And yeah,
Whoopsies.
everybody give me your in it.
14.
8.
23.
You'd love to know, wouldn't you? 19.
Yes.
D's
Cool.
D's nuff.
These nuts.
A 14 hit, I think.
14, you say. Oh, oh. Terrible all around. It's going to be Ulysses first.
Of course it is. My gun's already drawn as soon as I see these creatures pop up. I look at Pippin.
They're still on Tom's back.
We shooting?
Wait. Holmes,
Said yes.
hold yourself.
What?
Just give me one bleeding second, and I shall teleport away from these creatures.
All right, fine. I hold my action until Tom teleports away from those creatures.
Beautiful.
Can I move to somewhere that's more advantageous in your humble DM opinion?
You could either, because you kind of would say like you're kind of like in the middle. Well, I guess not in the middle. You can, I could say closer to the tree line would be safer, like away from the riverbank.
Beautiful.
Where these frogs are from.
30 feet in that direction and end my turn.
You're kind of like within at the border of the tree line over there. Butte. Then the next would be Tom, actually.
Actually, yes. It would be Tom. So yeah, I'm just going to Misty Step because generally if you're being grappled and you Misty Step, you will no longer be grappled, as my understanding of it, of the spell and teleportation works.
Go
Unless
back in the
anybody
water
had-
before you teleport.
I will not do this.
Don't do it, please.
I just teleport kind of like 30 feet away from trying to get rid of the frogs.
Yeah, you teleport towards the tree line next to Ulysses, and the frogs drop in place, and they're fixed on Orly.
Blam, blam.
Oh yeah, give me your shots, baby. As he
Alright.
Misty steps away. The frogs are dropping. They're about to hit the ground. Smirk goes across the sheriff's face.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, wild. Too much excitement. Too much flourish.
I'll use grip.
Weren't expecting his direction.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm about to like jam my gun.
Once he teleports, do the frogs just like hang in the air for a few seconds and then like drop, or
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd say
They
that. And that's
stay
what,
in the air as he shoots them.
that's what causes him to miss for a second. It's like, oh,
My
damn.
my reroll was a 2, but my gun doesn't jam on a 2, so I'll keep that. That's fine. And my second attack is a natural 20. What the fuck?
Oh.
And they're 2 different dice. That's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
One goes straight to jail.
God dang it. Pow. Awesome. Awesome. To the max. So that is 14 base damage plus 5. So 19 piercing damage.
Oof. You
Just what the doctor ordered.
freaking turn around.
Dr. Ruggs, that is.
Shoot after that wild miss, pick up the slack with the other one, and you hit one right in the beak, and it explodes, and a mess of goop kind of lands on the other 2.
That feels good.
Yep. Yeah. And yeah, the next would be well, Tom, you can't do anything else after the Misty Step.
I absolutely can, actually, sir.
Ooh.
Because that's just a bonus action. Just a little nothing bonus action for me. But I'm not going to do anything too crazy. What I'm going to do is I'll just channel divinity. And I'm going to... Where can I give... Oh, friendly creatures. Oh. That's interesting. Sorry. Can I abjure him? No, he's not a fucking
Shout
thing.
out to Dungeon Monsters with a little.
I'll just define sense and detect good and evil.
Ooh, baby. Yeah. You detect dirty things from these frogs. They want your bods, and you're not sure for what.
They will control us. Get away from them. Schmoopsy! I'll run towards Schmoopsy and just like inspect her to make sure that she's okay.
None of them are on Schmoopsy, but she is still covered in the tar-like goop. And she could take your turn after you if you like to command Schmoopsy.
I command. I don't want her to attack these things. I'm going to allow Ulysses to deal with them from afar, as long as they don't approach me. So I guess she'll just like prepare an attack. If these guys come into range, she'll attack them, or if any enemy comes into range, she'll attack them.
Did you teleport with Schmoopsy, or did you leave her by the frogs?
I left her by the frogs. I can't Misty Step with somebody, I don't think.
Okay, yeah. So
we got a ton of boons.
she's there. Boon delivery. She
Delivery
gets splattered
service. My God.
with some of that goop from the other frog that Ulysses.
From whom?
Yeah, from whom? Lena. The urge to bane.
From a
such
shy.
malice.
Oh yes, the Banes will come from Lena.
Bring him on.
Balance
Just
it
a
out.
bane shot out.
Wait, how do we decide who gets the 3? Because there's 4 of us.
Tom, Pipith, and Ulysses.
What about Orly?
Everyone's
Orly's
useful.
technically not in the fight. I mean, he's in the
just
fight,
like
but
off on the way, he's
Yeah.
doing his own like shit.
Thinking about this body that he helped. He was like, he went a good way. We can love Orly. Your scarf kind of like goes around you, hugs you a little tighter.
There it is, the fourth boon.
Oh,
We all got booze.
what does Boone do again?
Oh, there's a fifth boon.
Do you guys hate
Wait.
so much? Yeah.
These frogs are toast.
Keeping track of
These
them.
little froggies are toast.
Let's go.
Schmoopsy, have at thee. She feels invigorated with so much strength. Give me Schmoopsy's turn.
Oopsie gets a boon.
Yeah, Schmoopsy gets a boon.
But she's just preparing an action. She's holding her action. That's
She's
all.
holding her action. I'm sorry. I'm getting so excited with all these booneries.
Boonery.
There's supposed to be a cap. Hold on, let me go look.
The next would be Orly, actually. Yes, with an 8.
Yeah, all right. All right. So how far away am I from all this?
I would say like 15 feet
15 feet only.
or 20. No, 20 feet. Let's say 20 feet.
No, don't let him. Don't let him
I'd say
shake
20
your
feet.
boots.
I'd say 20 feet.
Okay.
Stick
I'm
with your
gonna turn
gun.
around and I just see 3 frogs kind of chilling on the ground, and Ulysses shooting at them.
Yeah. Look up from your ceremony.
Why exactly are you shooting at some frogs?
Pip has told me to. Good enough reason for me.
Did they do something? Did they lick you? Did they lick you in a no place?
They are pure evil, Orly. I promise you this.
Yeah, let's
Now,
go with
take their lives. Do it.
Okay, did you try to talk to them?
They're frogs. Can't talk to frogs.
And
You
Ooze
said
can't-
they're frogs, but then you
you
have
can't
Pippin,
understand
who's
them either.
been talking to.
And he said to
That
shoot him, so
squirrel
I
thing.
trust the guy who can talk to frogs to shoot him.
Shoot the frogs.
There it is. He said it, not me.
I don't know what frogs did to you guys, but all right. I suppose I could.
Thank you, Julie.
Yes, thank
Uh,
you.
I'll cast a Toll the Dead, I suppose, on to send off this spirit that I just did. I'll Toll the Dead,
Ooh, it's
and one of the frogs.
the wisdom save, right?
That it is.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that's no bueno. That's a 3.
All right.
Me
In that case,
gusto, senor.
Has it been damaged before or not yet?
No, one just exploded before. They just kind of like
Gotcha.
freshly dropped.
So that's 6 points of damage, necrotic.
Ooh, 6 points. It kind of gets a necrotic kind of thing pop up as it kind of melts away its side, and like half of it is still left going. You still see like part of its beak and like its webbed feet and hand kind of jutting forward still. And you see that ooze coming out of the hole or the wound.
Now,
But
see,
it's
I
still
just feel
going.
bad.
And on its turn, is that all you could do, Orly?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
all
that's
you
all I'm
want
gonna
to?
do.
After that, it is going to actually like bubble up that wound that it took, and its tongue is going to come out. And it's going to take a piece and lob it at you, Orly.
All right.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Kind of sails at you. You duck out of the way, friendly, in a friendly manner, almost like you weren't dodging the attack. And it ribbits at you. And that's going to be, and then it's going to try to jump into the water after its attack. But Schmoopsy could attack it if it likes.
No, not if it's going into the water.
All right, Schmoopsy kind of lets it go, and it and disappears into the water. The other one is gonna do the same thing, lump up one of some sap from deep inside itself, take its tongue, and whip it at you again, Orly.
Does Shadim get a boon? Because we have 7, but they're not
Yeah.
spent.
No, no, no. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, they can say it's for the DM.
Yeah.
Is
Can they
it
though?
sap from the deep inside itself?
Listen,
So
we-
relatable.
We
So
got
have 7. Has
rules.
anyone used any yet?
No.
No.
No. So
I don't
maybe
need
just
no
like anytime
boon.
somebody has to roll a d20, just like add the boon, and then we'll just go down and subtract the boons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charmy's like, would an 8th one confuse you?
Okay, well, wait.
We can do math, all right.
Too
Most
much
part.
support.
God.
Yeah, but it the next one missed you, Orly. As all these boons start flooding
There it
in.
is.
And it's going to try and jump into the water too.
Another one.
If anybody wants to try, if Schmoopsy wants to take an attack, or if anyone wants to try and
Does
attack
Schmoopsy
it,
have to go in the water to attack, or can she just like swipe at it as
she
it
can
goes by?
swipe on it as it's coming, leaving.
All right, swiper, no swiping. Swiper, yes.
Yes,
swiping?
swiping.
No, that's a 3 on the die, so bye bye.
She's
Oh
so
yeah,
distracted.
boon. How does that work? Is that just advantage?
It's
Please.
advantage.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's much better. That's a non-natty 20.
Now
So
we're down to 7.
Ooh, roll your attack for Schmoops.
it's dose d6. And it's got to take a DC 13 strength check. So 6 plus 1, 7 plus 3, 10 points of damage. And yeah, it's got to make a DC 13 strength save.
It does not save, but Schmoopsy pretty much like tears it apart, and it as it's trying to jump away, swats it down, rips it, and it explodes as it falls to the floor. But it is still kind of like kicking.
Well, it should be knocked prone at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's on the floor, kind of like Magikarp flopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
Well,
hear ribbit, ribbit.
Cat eat the spider.
pour those buckets on me quickly, and let us be on our way.
That's it. There's no more.
Look around, don't see anything. But Pip, you could kind of understand it now.
Oh Lord.
As it's ribbiting out and you get closer to kind of look at it. It's saying, Father, Father, Father.
Oh no.
Wait, this it's running away?
No, he has Schmoopsy knocked it down as it
Oh.
tried to run away.
Thrown on its back.
Yeah.
So it like took me a while to adjust to like what it was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I booted into the river.
It's begging for its father.
Let us reunite it then.
Kick it. Sails
Kaplunk.
plunk into the water. And you see it bubbles and a little bit of that murky blackness that was coming out of their bodies or their wounds bubbles up to the water for a bit and then sinks down. And it gets eerily quiet around you guys.
All right. Well, that's that. Let's head out.
Yep.
Let's hit
Let's
it.
go.
Yes.
As you guys quickly decide you're going to leave,
Grab
a
the buckets.
cacophony of croaks fills the forest from all directions. You hear it
Let's go
filling your ears and your mind.
Run!
And as you're running, trying to, well, Ulysses, you're already at the tree line, so you're kind of waiting for them to come back to you, and you too.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
waiting.
wait,
Where do you go?
Run!
You go. You guys bolt. As you're quickly trying to get out of here, you see Jut out of the water, a big webbed hand that's almost like feathered too, like penguin feathers, and it goes out to like this big wide body and like a beak, but a little bit more flat than a penguin head, and then the rest of it's a big toad like frog, well, more of a frog, wide frog body. Tapers off to a tail and big webbed feet, and it massive creature comes
Frog one?
over from over the iceberg and peers at you guys at the riverbank as you're trying to get away. Did you take the time to wash Tom off?
Didn't Tom use a
Do we even have the time to wash?
You want to do? Do you want to just quickly splash him?
Well, I asked if the buckets, and they said it was done. They said there were no more buckets.
Like,
No,
you
no,
had-
I had taken out 2 buckets, but I don't
Mhm.
think you ever got a chance to actually use them. 'Cause you
Can I
had no
just
log
pick
on
one
you.
up and like dunk it on myself and then pour the other one on Schmoops?
You could.
That's what I'll do on our way out.
Absolutely. Dump yourself, dump Schmoopsy, and you guys start running. But you hear this thing creeping out and coming after you as you're running into the forest.
I'll jump on Schmoopsy, by the way. Does she have a saddle?
She does not have her saddle.
Bareback. Just like the old days.
Ah, yes. the true man. And you guys,
True
you guys, give me a survival at disadvantage.
But we all
Yeah,
have
we got
food.
Hey, so how many
you
boots is
fucking
this?
asshole.
I think we each get a boon if we're all rolling survival.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just roll.
But wait.
Chat.
Do I also I'm also gonna roll for Schmoopsy, but she's not gonna take a boon because she already gets advantage.
All right. So
Oh.
that's 3.
Oh no, she only gets advantage on perception checks, but it's
Yeah.
for smell. I don't know if that matters. Because like she would be smelling her way back probably.
Nice try. Nice
So
try.
just neutral. I got a 6.
You gotta try. It's an 11 for good old Tom Castellan.
Survival?
Yes, sir.
Who's leading?
That's a
Okay.
dirty 20.
I'm definitely leading.
Hold on. One.
Dirty play. Orly keeps up somehow.
The hell?
Ooh, I don't want to see that.
So 1 and a 2 for Schmoops.
It's an 8. Whoopsies.
Schmoopsies.
All right. An 8 from
Sorry,
Ulysses.
had to do it. Had to hit him with the shoulders.
Do I have
Did you say an 8?
Yeah,
And you're leading the group?
I am leading. How's the heating at this meeting? I'm only asking
Hot.
because I'm leading.
You
Hey, be
start-
quiet. I'm reading.
And soon you'll be pleading.
Oh, you're gonna give me a meeting. Okay, no, this can go on forever. We should stop.
We're just gonna keep repeating.
Ah,
A froggy frog and a ribbit.
keep reading.
Sky.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah. You hear the trampling, but you guys run way faster than this thing, and it seems to slow down as it gets away from the riverbank and retreats back. But you seem like you're going straight. But you end up as you patch through a brush, another brush, you end up right back in front of the creature that you were. You as
All
you
of
get
us?
there, Orly grabs you by the collar and pulls you the other way and starts leading the group in another direction real fast.
No, Ulysses took the wrong turn. That tree was the same one we went just past. You gotta go this way.
What? I just saw him. He was right there. Goodness gracious.
Well, yeah, you turned around. I saw you turn around. You made a U-turn.
But I had ran so far before. I don't understand. You just lead, man. Just lead.
All right, let's go. Let's go that way.
You
Don't sound
guys,
so sure.
you go further away from the riverbank and veer right and have that feeling, that familiar feeling back from your village, that's what you're filled with thoughts of, um, as you try and make your way back to the Colosseum. Not any of the bad times, but the good times you had there, and all the people you've helped, and you guys pop back up at the gates of the Colosseum, um, but from the same entrance that you left at, where Lizzie said her goodbye, where she started working on whatever she was going to with those scythes. And yep, you guys stroll in, out of
Okay, look, we're
breath,
back.
right at the gates,
That's a good thing. I wasn't sure where I was going.
right here. By sheer dumb luck, Orly has brought you back. And you guys have a chance to breathe. But it does seem like it's nighttime over here. Like night came very quickly as you made haste. You almost didn't notice. Then you get a look at your surroundings, and it seems like it's settling down and turning to nighttime.
Now that we have Tom back, we go check out the other side of the Coliseum.
Where the
Schmoopsy ruff.
Oh,
Kind of
right.
shakes her head.
Here you go. I'll put the collar back on.
And she goes, why didn't we stay and fight?
No, they wanted to run. So we ran.
did you see that thing, Schmoopsy?
We've dealt with much worse here.
I haven't. I normally just
Shameful.
get drunkards,
She
hooligans.
trots inside, into the gate. And she leaves you guys at the entrance to the side where the blacksmith tent is.
Shroopsy, wait.
Shroopsy does not listen and continues forward into the Colosseum.
So we should have stayed and fight.
I liked your idea. Let us go see what is on this other side.
The side that nobody ever returns from.
Yes.
Y'all, I just got my dogs back. I'm not trying to get lost again.
Then
I
you
got
may
a death wish.
wait here for us.
Never gonna come back. I don't like the sound of that, Pip. We just got used to the smell of you.
Well, I'm going.
Yeah, I kind of want to as well, you know.
All right, well, I won't be far behind.
Right, and you guys walk in. There's like a little entrance to the right of the Colosseum where she has her tent, and you see that there's a fresh spear that's kind of made out of, looks like part of the carapace of the mantis that like juts out. The blade was kind of reworked to turn into like this long spear that kind of has grooves at parts of it, and next to it is a sword with the kind of the same design on the hilt, and the blade from the other mantis blade kind of jutting out to make kind of like a scimitar. And it's laying there on the side, and Lizzie the young Gith from before is sleeping kind of next to it on the ground, exhausted. And you see a, a Doberman knight kind of sitting by her, a centaur dog as well. Kind of looks at you guys and goes like, "Ha! So you've returned with Schmoopsy. How was it?
That was what?
Your adventure, of course.
We met some frogs.
Little frogs. You guys look tougher than that." He kind of stands up. Will you be spending the night?
Well, kind of want to see what's on the other side of that Coliseum.
The other side of the gate, where the creatures come.
Yeah.
Well, you could try. That gate doesn't open unless someone's coming in. But if you could try and maybe climb over by the cemetery, there could be a way. But we never go there. What goes in doesn't come out.
Well, wouldn't we technically be going out? Because we're inside the Coliseum now, and that gate would be leading out, so we'd go out, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct, Orly. And then nobody would be coming back in. Whoever goes out never returns.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the idea of leaving, right?
Yes.
If you like. Lots of caterpillars on that side. It's going to be a portal soon. Someone's coming through.
Caterpillars make for a nice stew.
All right. Wait in the center of the arena. I'll go ask Brutus. The Doberman gets up, puts his shield on his back that's laying next to him, nudges Lizzie, and goes, "They're back," and then trots out through the arena back towards the tents and stuff that you guys visited before on the other side of the arena. And Lizzie wakes up and goes, I'm awake. I'm awake. Oh, Mr. Orly, you're back. And Mr. Pip. And Mr. Ulysses. And oh, who's this beast?
This
That
beast, you
gentleman
say.
is Tom.
Wow.
Wait, he's not another pet?
No.
Oh,
It's one of the finest knights of Lord Abenir this world has ever seen.
Avenir Rose.
and she,
Ulysses. Orly. You've learned.
oh, I thought he maybe got into like one of my potions and came bipedal. Sorry. Nice to meet you. And she like goes to, nice to meet you, Mr. Tom. Goes to shake your hand.
Clasp her by the forearm solidly. Yes.
Like knock her over a little bit. She's like, "Oh, hi. You smell like schmoopsy." She kind of like lets go for a second, like backs up, rubs her forearm. You have such weird friends, Mr. Orly.
Well, that's because I'm weird too.
I don't think that. And she goes, "Oh, I'm done. You guys were gone all day, but I managed to make these." And then she hands you and Pip the spear and the scimitar.
But I can't really use any of these. So, Tom, you want?
Anybody?
I'll grab the spear, I suppose.
I can maybe rework them into something more useful, but this was what came to mind right now.
The spear will do.
Yeah, and Mr. Pip?
Let me see.
You inspect it, and it looks just kind of like it looks just like the mantis you fought, but like reworked and tempered into this unique weapon.
Not bad. Perhaps I will give it a try.
That'd be swell. Tell me how it works. I've been working pretty hard on it.
Well, that's appreciated, Lizzie.
I mean, we
No
were only
problem.
gone for like a little bit, but
How long were we gone?
It was just all day. The fight's still tomorrow, I think. Looks pretty bad out there. So like so it was before I fell asleep.
what time is it?
Nighttime.
Pretty dark, yeah. I could fix you guys something to eat and set up your quarters and send you on your way tomorrow unless you're staying to fight.
That has yet to be decided.
We will remain. I will remain. I'll support
Swell.
my girl.
I'm sure Smoopsy will love that. What's this you guys are saying about looking at the misty side?
Well, yeah. Trying to figure out what it means. What it does. Where it
Mr.
comes
Giorgio
from.
told me never to go there. And anybody who's left after a fight never comes back. You see that, like, we're never really able to get the gate open until after a fight, or that's really the only time it opens.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait till after the fight.
Some pets swear you could go through the cemetery, but that's kind of eerie.
We should stay and fight. Show these creatures exactly what we're made of.
Sure. Hey, do you know where Itch and Scratch would be?
Oh, they're probably in the quarters. I know Scratch loved to help all the youngins, make sure they're tough and help out and doing their part.
Sounds like my Scratch. Okay, I think I'm gonna go join them. Take a little nap. Meet back up with you in the morning.
I could set up camp for you guys on this side, so you're not surrounded by all the animals. Sometimes they could get much.
Oh,
know.
well, I believe we can set up our own camp.
Okay, if you like.
You
Well-
get some rest.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Let me grab some food. And she goes, well, if you wait here, you can set up here or pick a nice spot. Just let me know where. I'll be back. And she scuttles off and leaves you guys by her blacksmith tent.
I'm gonna go find Schmoopsy.
And I shall find my pet as well.
I don't got a pet to find. Pet,
Time to find a
what
pet.
you want to do?
Let us at least go see it for ourselves.
Sounds like a good plan.
If you don't have a pet to find, you got to find a pet to pet.
Ooh. Pet.
Not a bad plan.
Hold on. Yeah, so you, Ulysses and Tom go through. Tom, you remember that the animal quarters are straight across the Colosseum to the other side, where they put up all their tents and their kitchens. And Pip and Orly head off to the other gate, where they did not come in from, towards the mist. Or did you want to go to the cemetery?
I'm pretty sure the cemetery is where you can get out, right? There's a way out.
Some swear that you could, but she wasn't sure. She knows the animals talk about it, but she's never really tried going there. She only trusts the gate.
But the cemetery is close by to the gate?
Yes, the cemetery is right up from the section that you're in on the right, just past a little entranceway.
Okay.
You could see kind of like a plaque that says Pet Cemetery written with an S.
Okay. Shall we
That reminds me of a good book.
shall we see the gate
Another
first?
time. Okay.
Yeah, so as you guys go up, we'll cut to Tom and Ulysses going across. And when you make it over to the quarters, you don't see Schmoopsy, but you do see Itch and Scratch. Uh, kind of, kind of what they're doing before, just handing out grub to the other animals, getting water, and like teaching the younglings to kind of like help out and do their part.
Look, Tom, look at my boys. Let them raise them right.
Look at them. You really have done a wonderful job.
Look at
You
Scratch.
must be so proud.
Scratch has got so much muscle on him now after getting lost. Must have put on at least 5 pounds.
Yes, I feel the same with my Schmoopsy. She's looking fitter than ever. I'm so proud.
I don't see her around here anywhere. She all right? She seemed like she just stormed off.
She seemed to be upset that we didn't battle that creature, but I must explain. I must speak with her. How does she speak? It's so bizarre.
Listen, if you get another one of those things, please do not put it on my pets. I do not want to hear either of them speak. I
It's
want to
quite
remain.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to know
Strange.
what they're going to sound like. It was
Just a goofy
quite
movie.
striking.
Yuck.
Gosh!
Gosh, Ulysses.
I think I want to just spend the night with them before the battle tomorrow. And I'm sure you could use a moment alone with your schmoopsy. So, I mean, I'll be here if you need me.
I will not.
Have a good night, Tom.
Yes, yes. The tastiest of dreams to you, sir. May they be filled with nougat and honey.
Ulysses, you go around and help your pups feed the other animals. You see some of the more like nighttime pets come out. Like there's a few like snakes and some stuff. Little like weird cats come out. But you notice now that none of these animals are exactly as animals you know. They all seem to have like weird fur textures or different patterns that you've never seen, but they look very similar to like dogs and cats and birds that you know, but just not like you've ever seen before. They're similar shape, different patterning, and textures. But I'll say that you get an inspiration for helping out your pups and doing what they love, what they do best.
And is their fur pattern changing at all, or
No, they
Okay.
still look like the pups you know. Tom, and as Tom's leaving, you kind of tell him where you remember the big tents at the back were, where you remember seeing Schmoopsy and some of the more important, all the centaur dogs were.
catch
Yeah.
all that, Tom?
Huh? Sorry?
Did you catch all that?
Of course.
Of course,
I have the ears of a hawk, sir.
Tom confidently strides to the back, pushing through weird animals. You come across like a giraffe kind of sleeping oddly, give it a weird look because you've never seen such a long-necked animal before.
Seems like quite the weak spot. Could easily strike each of those vertebrae.
Step over it and get through like a bunch of kittens kind of running around, move them about, and then you kind of
Adorable.
hear Smoopsy's bark coming from a tent, an important looking tent in the back.
I'll go up. Schmoopsy! Schmoopsy, it is I, Tom Castellan, your friend.
And Brutus comes out with his mace on his shoulder and walks up to you, puffs up his chest, and he goes, Tom,
I'm just smiling at him.
She said
Well?
you'd do that. Smile, grinning ear to ear, furry mutt.
Interesting. You are quite the silly little fellow, aren't you?
Little.
And he like looks up at you as he says little, kind of like puffs up his chest more.
If a battle wasn't tomorrow, we settle this.
I don't know what to settle. You seem to make my schmoopsy quite happy, and this pleases me. But you have approached me with quite some hostility, and
Well, she said you wouldn't approve. Said I wasn't strong enough.
well, that remains to be seen. You certainly seem to be quite a strapping young gentleman, and Schmoopsy can more than handle herself. You have not need to be strong, but you do need to be good. Can you do that for me?
I guess we'll both decide it at the fight tomorrow, if you're not too chicken to run.
He turns, kicks up some dust, his strong old legs, and
As he turns, I'll just say, perhaps you will be a disappointment after all.
he stops for a second, rolls his shoulders, and goes into the tent. You could like as he's going in, you can see he like rips off his collar, and then you can hear it kind of thunk, and Schmoopsy comes out with it around her neck.
Did you not get your collar back from Pip, Orly? From Orly, Schmoopsy, excuse me. The peanut butter punch, it's getting to me.
No, I didn't. Brutus took Iggy's, and I took one from Brutus.
Put it. I put it
Oh, yeah,
around
you
her
did.
neck.
You did. She goes, yes, I gave it back to Brutus as soon as I came back. But it seems that he has no need for his voice at the moment.
No, it is honestly better the less he talks, I feel.
So
He
you
might get himself
chosen
into
to
trouble.
fight.
But of course, it is what I told you I would do.
I grew afraid after we ran from such an adventure. Grandpapa would never stand for that. He would have
Schmoopsy,
scolded me.
you must understand. Have been so long without you.
Yes, it feels like an eternity, hasn't it?
Yes, well,
I could almost hear the jingle in my head.
the jingle of times long past. Oh. The song of our youth. Yes, but
Clean getaways, yes.
and close calls. But you must understand, on the day of our reuniting, I do not know. I didn't want more blood to be shed than necessary. Not when I knew your friends here would need us on this day and the next.
And it's going to a good cause, darling. Look at everything that's here. We would protect all this, like we have with Lord Rose.
Yes, I hear the passion in you. And I appreciate it. I just want you to know that I'm not running.
I'm glad.
Sleep well.
And I'll find you in the morning, my dear Tom. And she goes back into the tent. And Tom is left there for a moment to do what he will.
One single tear of pride rolls down my cheek. And I will wander towards the cemetery.
As you do, the Shiba Inu, having heard it from inside, will come out and go next to you. Go. You are a good man. And he'll tap you on the shoulder and then go and join Ulysses Itch and Scratch with the duties. And you make your way to the cemetery. We'll cut back to Pip and Orly, who are now inspecting the cemetery. And from here, you can see about 20 gravestones. The names are kind of faded off for some reason. Like they've tried, but it seems like the stone always kind of smooths itself back out. And in the tree lines, you could see these weird, almost multicolored caterpillars among the trees, and a heavy mist floating behind them, and is the tree lines just beyond the cemetery. And this fog is thick; you cannot see beyond it. You're not sure if the caterpillars are hiding in the fog or if they're producing it, but you know they're kind of one.
Should we do something about the caterpillars?
Perhaps. They are too far for us to speak with.
You can yell at them.
Perhaps.
You got a good voice. I bet it carries.
You! I don't know how close the nearest one is.
You go to the edge and about like 10 feet away, and then up a tree, there's like a big juicy one, kind of like, and when you get closer and look, you can see that it's like latched into the wood, and the wood is kind of like creeping up it, where you're not sure what parts are caterpillar and what parts of wood or tree. And you hear nothing for a second, and then the faint whisper at the back of your mind saying, "It cometh, it cometh."
But this isn't like beast speech, right? This is like in my mind that I'm hearing it.
Mm-hmm. Your nether
Mm.
tingles as you hear this.
I had hoped never to feel this again.
What you feeling?
My nether, or rather, the nether in my wood.
Do you need some privacy, or
No, come here. Feel it.
how do I feel your nether?
Put your hand between my leathers.
Oh,
Your nethers?
My leathers. Feel the nether in my leathers.
that wasn't exactly where I thought it'd be, but all right.
And,
Give me an
try
arcana.
and I'm gonna.
Give me
Yeah.
an arcana.
I'm like gonna try and channel the feeling to Orly if he touches me.
Betwixt the leathers lies the nethers.
This is what the people are here for. Sultry nether leather.
We're
Extra sweaty because of this newt.
we're
He's still there too.
Yeah.
treading
He's going, "Oh,
dangerously
man."
close.
He's sweating real bad, like worse than he sweated before.
I think he's
by
Most
the
comfortable
river.
I've ever
bath.
been in my life.
He's
Yeah,
you're
we're-
not sweating yet, Pip, but this newt is just drenched. He's just like pouring liquids out on your shoulders.
Is he all right?
Sponsored
It
by
looks like
Sprint.
he's exuding more water than he actually has in him.
Lies.
It's fine. It's like shedding, but instead it's liquid.
And he goes, "Oh,
Whoa, I remember. He's like, I remember now.
What?
Oh, I had an owner. His name was Ned. Oh, I
Ned.
used to live here. Oh man, when there's more of them. Oh man.
Tell me what you know
Oh,
about these caterpillars.
the more there are, the worse it's gonna be, and I've never seen this many.
What if we take him out now?
It's not the caterpillars. It's never been them. We just gotta we gotta fight. We gotta fight in the tournament of serenity.
We have to fight.
Was there
I
any
gotta
way
get
to
away from this place, man.
stop the tournament?
We aren't going nowhere.
He goes, wait, am I your pet now? Pips Newt?
Perhaps.
Well,
I need like stop sweating for a second and then sweats a whole bunch. He's like, oh my god.
All right, get in there. Get in there. You're dripping all over the place.
Freaking
You're leaving a
squirms in your
trail.
pocket.
A waste of good moisture. All right. I don't know about you, Orly, but the mist intrigues me. I would like to deal with it from the other side, but I do not.
What did you roll for Arcana?
Wait, who's rolling?
Orly.
Okay.
When you said try to feel his nether.
All right. I thought
Give
it was him
advantage.
rolling.
You got a
Oh,
boo.
All right. Arcana, I got nothing. Yeah, I guess I'll use a boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
From a 10 to an 11.
Ooh.
That's a good boom right there.
You do
So
not
worthwhile.
feel
I'm
his.
so
the
sorry
nether.
for the one that gave that one.
You do not feel the nether for which Pip speaks.
Yeah, no, you're just real sweaty.
Well, take my word for it.
I feel like I could have done that without touching you, but all right.
It's worth the try.
So what do we do now? We just like walk into the mist, or
Hmm.
put a
You
toe
care
in?
to try, Orly?
I mean, I could. Take a step in.
Wait.
Oh, but you
Grab
just said try.
Yes, try, but just in a moment. Let's be safe about this.
All right.
Let me see here. Do I have anything useful? I'm going to tie a rope around Orly.
Cool.
But it's like, it's made from like vines and stuff that have been like twisted. Wrap it around around your waist, and I go, how are we're like looking over the wall of the cemetery?
Yes. There's
Okay.
like a little little brick wall, but
So
it's
it's
not
like
like
walk
super
into
high.
the cemetery?
It's like easy. It's like easy to climb over. They like just trust that no one's gonna go past these limits because of like how dangerous it's known to be, or at least
Okay.
the threat of not coming back. You tie this rope around Orly. Give me an insight.
Dope. With a boon. 24.
24. With a 24, you tie it and you think to yourself, maybe I should trust the bog hag's magic just this once. Their wither may have some knowledge, may have some use, and their words may be knowledgeable. So you think maybe you should cover this rope that you've made with some boil.
I still have 3 charges. I suppose I could. I wanted to save it for something else, actually, but all right. I bloop, spawn another bucket, and I will soak the rope, and then I will.
And you see as you soak it, it kind of like tightens up and soaks into it and dries and grows a little bit bigger.
Like a sponge.
So now we're good.
Yes.
Okay. Or I was gonna take a step in.
You take a step in.
I'm perched on the
And-
wall.
You don't feel like any of the caterpillars are looking at you. But you feel
They have eyes.
they have, well, you're not too sure, but it looks like mounds where their eyes would be. But you
Okay.
don't feel like anything's like fixing on you, but you do feel like a heaviness of a presence as you're stepping into the mist.
Are they caterpillars or are they cocooned?
They are caterpillars, but they're like stuck, like embedded, almost like merging with these trees.
All right. You know what? I'm going to cast. Because I don't know if this is actually going to work, but I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oof. You cast detect thoughts on it, and
No, like on myself, so I can like detect the thoughts of others around me.
and you are filled with the voices coming from every direction, and you could feel almost like the forest itself is layering things on top of each other, and it's stacking its voice in this kind of incoherent matter, and you get kind of pieces that's coming through. It goes grow, consume, rebuild, merge, grow, consume,
This might not have been the
rebuild,
best idea.
merge.
Well, there's a lot of voices.
But you don't
You know anything
feel
else?
like it's coming from the caterpillars.
Okay. Do I have a general direction?
No, it's surrounding you. And you don't realize, but you find yourself walking forward 5 feet.
Okay.
You realize after the 5 feet, you're like,
Yeah. All right. So the caterpillars don't seem to have any thoughts, but the air does.
Pip, you can still hear this coming through. Well, you can still see him, but the
Mhm.
fog's getting a little thicker, and you could hear him pretty clearly.
Yeah. The air. What do you mean?
Oh, it's saying things like grow, consume.
Hmm.
Forgot the others. Let me listen for a little bit more.
Rebuild,
Rebuild too.
grow, consume, rebuild, merge.
Merging potentially.
Perhaps it is the voice of the wood or the nether.
I mean, it's pretty big already. What's it got to rebuild? What's it got to consume? Is it trying to consume us?
Perhaps.
Or like other woods? Do you think the woods are having like a territory battle or something?
And you walk another 5 feet further in, and Pip, you could feel the rope going further, and
Mhm.
Orly's getting out of sight a little bit.
Yeah, it's got 50 feet, the rope.
I feel like maybe it's getting a bit louder now. I feel like they might say something different if I go a bit closer, maybe.
Keep going. I will pull you in if I need to.
I'm gonna go touch a caterpillar.
You go to a tree. As you feel the rope going, Tom will pop up behind you, Pip. And you, Pip,
Hey there, Mr.
Tom, you
Caterpillar.
don't see anything. You just see Pip holding a rope that leads into like this misty area, and all the caterpillars along the trees and stuff. But you don't see Orly. You just see Pip holding this rope.
Yes, Dirt Boy, have you finally found yourself a pet?
Hello, Tom. I am. What? No, Orly is in the mist. I'm making sure he does not get lost.
That seems unwise. Orly? Orly, stop. Stop with your tomfoolery in the mist. Only Tom seriousness right now.
There.
Give me a perception.
Well, he was talking to to Pip before.
You went
I'm-
further in.
Yelling much louder. Like, much louder.
You went further in.
Goodness.
That perception. Well, I have a passive perception of 22.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Can,
I'm
can
gonna
I roll for volume?
roll for volume at advantage.
Is that a strength check or a performance? What's going
Let's say a
on?
performance.
Hells to the
Strength check
yaw.
the strength of your lungs.
Exactly, a performance for my projection. I get a +2, and that's a 7 and a 9 on the die.
I mean,
So 11, which is garbage. What am I
Use our-
doing today?
we use
What
our
are
last
both of these
boon
goddamn dice?
We use our last boon for
No.
a triple advantage.
No.
All right, 7 and 9.
I'm gonna say you cannot hear him.
I'm just gonna continue like monologuing.
Yeah. What do you say as you go up to one of these caterpillars?
Hello, Mr. Caterpillar. Is the mist coming from you? Are you just kind of hanging out here? What's your deal? You all right?
You can detect no thoughts coming from this caterpillar as you're speaking to it.
Are you alive? I'm kind of worried. Like do you feel warm at all?
You touch it, and you do, and it doesn't feel warm. It just feels like bark, but it does wiggle a little bit as you touch it. And it's going to let out, well, you feel like a little bit of, well, actually, give me a charisma. Give me a charisma roll.
Okay. Ooh. Like just flat charisma.
Yeah, charisma saving throw, sorry.
22.
22. You feel like this surge go through your hand, and you get extremely tired and kind of nod off, and then you pop back up, able to like save yourself, almost like you took like some smelling salts.
Okay. Huh. You clearly won't give me much answers. Do I see the wall of the other wall of the cemetery? Like the other side of it?
Yeah, sure. It just looks the same.
But like, can I look over it?
Like it, like back towards the cemetery.
No,
essentially?
like out. So I'm
Uh,
assuming, is the cemetery part of the Colosseum or is it outside the Colosseum?
It's outside the Colosseum.
So I want to see, like, we came into the cemetery from the Colosseum.
Yeah,
I want to
on the
see
side and the
continuing past over the other wall.
Yeah, like back. Okay, good. Okay.
Opposite direction from the Colosseum.
Yeah, you don't see anything, just tree lines and mist and more caterpillars.
All right. Well, there's really nothing to see here. I guess I'll start going back.
And
Turn around and like reach for the rope.
you reach for the rope, climb down, and you go to walk towards the Colosseum, but instead you turn and walk the other way 5 feet.
What if I just pull on this rope?
You, Pip, see the rope tugging. Oh, you're muted.
All right. I start reeling it in.
Can I help?
Yeah,
Oh, of course, yeah.
absolutely. You guys, and Orly, you feel yourself fly in the other way, and you're dragged back through the floor. And as you're sliding through, being dragged on this rope, your feet not wanting to cooperate with you.
Careful for some friction
You
burn.
see like hidden behind the trees, now that you're like kind of lower down.
I'm ground ski.
Yeah. You see the odd little one of those frogs pop their head out from the other side of the mist. And there seems to
hey.
be like a lot of them. And they're just
You're pretty
hiding
far
behind
from the river.
trees looking.
Well, that's weird. There's no water around here.
Nope. And as you're pulling, as you get to the wall where you stepped over, you see them all start to move towards one direction, deeper in the mist. And
Like
as
away
you,
from us.
yes,
Start to
and
move
as you
before I
hit
finish
the
what I'm
wall,
at.
your feet get sensation again, your legs get sensation again, and you're able to climb back in to the cemetery.
Did I catch any thoughts from the frogs?
Yes, you did. As you were leaving, the frogs said, "Now we become one. Become one. Become one." And they kept repeating that as it faded away, as they all slithered back inside.
Well, right then.
You guys hear the thunk, thunk, and the
Ow!
rope loses slack. Loses.
I stubbed my toe. Give me a second. Alright. I'll climb over.
Climb over. You see that Orly's kind of his armor is kind of glistened, almost like if he was walking through a lot of water. So there's like a little bit of moisture on him, and other than that, he looks pretty normal. But when he does climb over, the parts of the rope that were inside the mist on the other side crumple away and crumple off of him, off of you, Orly.
I don't know what happened to that. But yeah, caterpillars don't really have any thoughts. They jiggle when you touch them, though.
Hmm.
Then there were frogs. There were a bunch of frogs out there.
Orly,
The
enough
same
of your
frogs?
tomfoolery, sir.
No, but the
Told
frogs
you.
were saying it's time to become one. Like they were all going to become one giant frog.
Let them do what they will, and we'll destroy them in due time.
What if there's a giant frog? I don't know. I don't really know. Would they stand on top of each other to make a giant frog? I don't know. Would they merge? They were talking about merging. Maybe they're going to merge
Orly.
the giant frog. What?
Let me tell you a little saying the Lord Abernere Rose used to say to me.
Oh, he's a smart fella.
The bigger they are, the more fun it is to hit them in the shins.
Do frogs have shins?
If they do, we will find them.
Alright then. Okay. Now, I touched a caterpillar and it made me real sleepy. I think it's about time to go to sleep.
Yes, it does seem to be just about that time.
Thank you,
Alright,
Orly, for your help.
Let's go set up some camp.
I'll just I'll pick Orly up like a babe and carry him back to the camp. Sleep well.
Oh, that's some that's nice.
Where would you guys like to, as you come back in through like the encampment where Lizzie had her you go back through the cemetery, go through the encampment where Lizzie had her blacksmithing quarters, and she has just like some cold iced tea for you and some snacks and some crackers.
Lovely.
And she's like, "Oh, there you guys were. It's really somber in there, huh?"
Orly seems to have found a gathering of frogs wishing to join into one giant frog.
Oh, so that's what's coming tomorrow? An
Seems as
amphibian?
though. Can you prepare us?
Yeah, I'm pretty handy. Tell me what you need, and I'm not allowed to fight anymore since Chappie's not here, but I could work real hard. I work real hard and make something swell for you guys. Just tell me what you need.
Something that will defeat a frog. A frog of immense proportions.
Okay. Mr. Orly, translation?
Orly is asleep. Let him rest.
Mr. Pip, translation?
Oh, Pip ain't there. Pip's still in the cemetery.
Oh, he is.
What?
Oh, Mr. Pip's not here. Well,
Pip,
here's your snacks. I'll wait by my quarters. You guys can set up camp. If you need anything, I'll be here. And she gives you the snacks and then goes to sit by her blacksmithing tent and puts out a bedroll. Where do you want to go? Somewhere specific, Tom, with Orly? Where do you want
I
to
was
set
just
up camp?
thinking perhaps you are the one who should watch Orly as he sleeps, dear lady. I will bequeath this task upon you.
Sure. And she like kind of motions you to her bedroll. She's like, I guess you could leave him here. I'll wait to see if I get inspiration. I'm feeling pretty inspired today.
When he wakes, he will tell you exactly what he saw with the utmost detail and precise descriptions. And you will know. Yes, you will know.
Okay, well, sleep well. It seems there's a lot of the caterpillars out there. We'll see if we'll see what comes out from the other side. Sleep well. And she motions you on your way and sits next to you, moves like a rock next to Orly and sits up and kind of stares up at the sky. Where's Tom taking camp?
I don't know, just if there's a fire, like I'll just feed the fire a little bit and kind of like lean against a log or a wall near the fire and close my eyes gently.
Right, so yeah, so you actually say like you're gonna depart and then just sit down next to them, next to like the blacksmithing hearth.
Is that the only fire in the entire place?
Well, on the other side, there's like the quarters where they have a fire going next to like where all the other animals live by like the kitchens.
Yeah,
You have to go back across like where Ulysses was.
Yeah, I'll go back that way to find a fire.
All right, you head back. You see Ulysses taking a rest with his two pups, and you pull up a spot next to him, the camp. A couple of the other baby pups, baby pups. A couple of the other pups from the Coliseum come and sit next to you, and take a rest with you. For you smell like schmoopsy, and they associate that with safety.
What horrible.
We'll zip back to Pip, who is standing there in the cemetery, thinking about his nether.
Reminds me of home. I'm going to plop down someplace in the cemetery to take a brief rest and chill with my little newt fella.
You're just gonna rest in the cemetery?
Yeah.
He like pops up,
Big brain moves.
sweatier than ever. He's like,
Did you mean it? Am I Pip's newt now? Freaking Ned left me behind.
I told you, perhaps.
Come on, give me some dog tags, man. I want some sweet centaur legs.
If you become my pet, you will earn no such things.
Oh, then why do you want me?
Tiniest little centaur.
I do not. You just
I
provide
feel the wind on my
ample
knee
moisture.
skin.
Then perhaps you should stay here.
I'm not staying here.
But you want centaur legs.
Well, I mean, not like in the cemetery.
Is there a difference?
Yes, a big one. I'm not sure if I remember any of these guys, but you know, they're still my housemates, dude.
What do you mean, remember?
Well, when you brought me back, I got kind of a flash of living here, but I don't quite remember everybody or people. Just that my owner's name was Ned, and I'm a newt, and I came from here.
Hmm. Well, you should decide where you stay, because this Ned is most likely dead.
Ned's
Dead
dead.
Ned.
Do you think
Perhaps.
that's why he never came back?
I assume all owners who abandon their pets here have died. The
But-
woods are cruel.
Tom came back,
Yes, well, Tom is strong.
and Ulysses came back.
Ulysses is fast.
What if Ned's strong and fast? Oh, he wasn't strong and fast.
Hmm.
Shit. Well, all I know is I'm sweating a bunch. That means a moist monster's coming, and I being here makes me uneasy. Okay, we're right by the edge of it.
If you stay with me, you will be safe. But if you are uncomfortable, you may leave.
So I am Pip's Newt. Say it, and I'll go get
Perhaps.
my tags, man.
No tags. Rest. Sit down. Eat some bugs.
Okay, but what about what? Okay, yeah.
And he kind of like goes up on your shoulder and kind of like slinks across your neck, kind of like a scarf.
He's like, oh yeah. This could be nice. This could be nice. But what are we gonna do if that same thing we saw by the iceberg came back?
The frog.
The frog thing. I don't know what the hell that thing was.
I'm not scared of any frog.
Then why'd you run, man? I was sweating. I mean, I always sweat, but I was really sweating.
I know. I could feel it.
So why'd you run then?
Because we have made it this far as a group.
It's pretty nice. You know, maybe this is a change for us. All of us here at the Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Nah, come on, man. I'm your
Fine.
pet. You could tell me.
No. If you will not find some bugs, I will find some for you.
Oh, that'd be great.
And he kind of like slinks to his side and like really sticks onto you.
Ah, yeah. It's great being Pip's Newt.
I'm in a wild shape. What are my forms? It is something that will hunt up some bugs, you know?
An aardvark.
Odd bug.
A dire aardvark.
So specific.
I think the CR is too high, actually.
I turn into a giant
Form
lizard.
of a giant lizard. Shape of a rock.
Maybe not
He loves
giant. Can I
that.
just... Yeah. Well,
Wonder Twin powers activate.
yeah, giant lizard. And I'll just like go around
To where?
eating bugs. Just
Oh,
in the
good.
cemetery.
And he'll follow suit, having felt a little braver now. And you guys do that throughout the night until you find a nice, cozy, warm spot. Have to burrow a little bit
Hmm.
and
Desecrate
go
some
to
graves.
sleep.
Hmm.
And everybody has sweet dreams. Dreams, sweeter dreams than they'd had in a long time in the wood and since they've met up. But one has a little bit of a special dream or a flash, and that's Sir Tom. A A name flashes before him. It's Lord Abanir, but there's no Lord in front of his name.
What?
It's Commodore. And you flash up, and everybody wakes up to the sounds of the morning roosters cawing and the animals, the babies, waking up and trampling over everybody, trying to be all excited, waking up all the adults to get their day started and tend to the crops and maybe get ready for something special. Because early, the commanders have started getting ready and set up their posts to stare at the caterpillars and the mist. Lizzie looks for you guys and lets you guys know that today's the day of the Tournament of Serenity. And that's where we'll end today's sesh.
Oh shit!
Right before the big fight.
Yeah.
Caterpillars in the Mist is my new band name.
Caterpillars in the mist.
Now that we've disbanded Billy Ray and the Leopard Skins.
No, Billy Ray and the Leopard Skins was never disbanded, just on a hiatus.
Indefinite.
None of us have leopard skins yet.
I lost all my spots.
How does everybody feel after today's session? Do you feel spooked? Do you feel a little closure?
EXP?
You feel closer to each other?
Is that how you feel? I feel
You
EXP.
feel
I feel
EXP? You guys know damn well I don't do EXP around here. You can take your EXP and put it in a box and not ask what's in the box. That box stays closed forever.
Schrodinger's XP?
Can I put it in a jar?
Yeah. But you guys did get a level last time
Yes.
Yeah.
and actively ran from the fight. So don't you do EXP for cowardice. No.
What do you mean? We deployed some very good tactics.
It's true. That I can't deny. But we'll see if set tactics come in handy next week, next Thursday. Yes? Where we
Yes,
venture
sir.
back into the woods.
Let's go.
Thank you everybody for watching. I'm your Kami-sama this evening. You can find the Hexagon TTRPG everywhere that there's socials. We're talking YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, your mom's house, soon to get pigeon mail. We're doing it all. We're there. Trying to get that sweet squirt sponsorship.
I don't think
So,
we're
yeah.
on your mom's house. And also, if we can get sponsored by Grace's Peanut Punch,
Oh,
that would be
great.
fucking sick.
Every drink
Peanut Punch,
we've had.
baby.
Everybody
Yeah,
should drink peanut
I just
punch.
want to be sponsored by a multitude of beverages.
All only beverages.
Please.
Rich guys, you know us.
We like to wet our whistle. What can we say?
And with wetting our whistle, we are Hexagon.
Hexa bye bye.
Hexa bye-bye?
Hexa bye bye.
Hexa-
You know the deal, people. Bye.
Hexa bye-bye? Hexa bye-bye?
Look, we're gonna say this a few
Hexagon?
times.
Hexa bye-bye?
But thanks for
I'm more than tired.
Oh
I'm-
shit, we're back.
Oh, wait a minute. You thought we were gone?
Oh no!
Are there people still here? Hey, does anybody want to raid? People want to raid?
There's
Let's
more
do a
people
little raid.
here.
Do
We
even
talked
know
about a
what we're
raid,
doing?
then we forgot about the raid. Now
Yeah, we're
we're
gonna raid.
back to raiding.
We're gonna do a raid.
Look at how professional we are, guys.
Get your
Look,
raid
yeah.
emote
You
ready.
thought we were
While.
gone, but we're not.
know exactly what we're
Nani?
doing.
Get your raids wetty, boys. We're gonna raid Surfeffers.
It says you.
Sir
used it.
Peppers.
What- what is
Let's
raid?
go. We're already doing it, baby. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry your pretty little head.
Ooh, are we in there?
Ah,
What happens now? Do we pillage? Is that
Let
what
us
happens?
pillage. And
I'm
we
pretty sure the
are
pillaging
actually,
commences soon.
10 raiders. Do I click leave? Is that what happened?
and then now you can.
Oh, it disappeared.
Ho, ho.
I don't know what is happening.
With a party of 10. We're in there.
Are we?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Are we winning?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're-
yeah.
Yeah,
We're in there.
I'm like
We're in
them
there,
cat
baby.
hairs.
Still says we're live. What the fuck?
Why you have to
We're in there.
us out of the?
Oh, I don't understand how this works. I thought it would just end our stream if we raid.
Nah, we're still there supplying that
still
good to the people.
No one's watching.
Oh, look,
Okay. Well, it still says we have 12
you
viewers.
never
but okay.
expressed.
You
I'll read it once
exp-
more.